Hello, today we are going to talk about the National Geography Standards. So the geography framework, why it's important to teach geography. Geography skills enable a person to see meaning in the arrangement of things on Earth's surface, relations between people, places, and environments, and to use geographic skills and to apply spatial and ecological perspectives to life situations. The goal of the National Geography Standards is to enable students to become geographically informed through knowledge and mastery of factual knowledge, mental maps and tools, and ways of thinking.
So our first set of standards has to do with the world in spatial terms. Standard 1, how to use maps and other geographic representations, geospatial technologies, and spatial thinking to understand and communicate information. So this standard, students should be able to practice and experience how to collect and display information on maps, graphs, and diagrams to acquire, understand, and communicate info. Standard 2, how to use mental maps to organize information about people, places, and environments in spatial context. So students must be able to build their mental maps to develop detailed understandings of people, places, and environments. Standard 3 is how to analyze the spatial organization of people, places, and environments on Earth's surface. So with this standard, understanding that physical and human phenomena are distributed across Earth's surface and seeing the meaning in their arrangements across space. And this spatial thinking brings students a deeper understanding and appreciation of the complexity and interconnectedness of the physical and human world. Now, our next set of standards is places and regions. Standard 4, the physical and human characteristics of places. This is just understanding the genesis, evolution, and meaning of places, and that places are human creations, and that people's lives are grounded in particular places. Standard 5 is people create regions to interpret Earth's complexity. So this is understanding the origins and functions of the regions that humans create.
So standard 6 is how culture and experience influence people's perceptions of places and regions. And with that, we look at understanding how our own culture and life experiences shape the way we perceive places and regions through both direct and indirect experiences. Our next set of standards belong to the physical systems grouping, and standard 7 is the physical processes that shape the patterns of the Earth's surface. And with that, it's understanding the 4 components of the physical systems, which include the atmosphere, biosphere, hydrosphere, and the lithosphere. Standard 8 is the characteristics and spatial distribution of ecosystems and biomes on Earth's surface. And that is to help our understanding of how ecosystems and biomes function, which will allow students to make informed decisions on how to create a sustainable natural world. The next grouping of the standards is the human systems, and standard 9 is the characteristics, distribution, and migration of human populations on Earth's surface, which helps us understand the movement and interaction of humans with the natural environment. Standard 10 is the characteristics, distribution, and complexity of Earth's cultural mosaics, which helps us see as members of a multicultural society how diverse spatial expressions of culture are distributed.
The standards that address the human systems basically cover the interconnectedness of human society and the environment, which helps provide an understanding to students of why and how humans have migrated and decided to settle, the implications for future conflicts and division amongst people groups, and the direct impacts that those settlements have on the environment. Tying into human systems is environment and society, which overlaps with the human settlements and their impacts on the environment with standard 14.
And then standard 15, how the physical systems affect human systems. It talks about how physical systems affect human activity, influences, and constraints. Standard 16, the changes that occur in the meaning, use, distribution, and importance of resources. The concept of resource is a cultural concept. When humans apply value to something and it becomes a resource, so that's going to vary by region. Next is the uses of geography. So standard 17, how to apply geography to interpret the past, understanding that the way we see region and group, it's going to change as we move through time. The same is true with standard 18, how to apply geography to interpret the present and plan for the future. Our idea of region and place is going to change through time. Geographic concepts are also going to change over time.
The implications for teaching in the social sciences geography, the standards help equip teachers to provide that essential knowledge to students about their world and their place in this world and how to improve it through a better understanding of our society and environment.
Teachers must also empower their students to think geographically and connect everything that they're learning to their local, national, and global levels, as well as what's going on in their daily lives.
Now, some helpful resources that we found that we wanted to share with you all. So the Global Oneness Project and Story Maps links that we provided, those provide really good artifacts that you can use to enhance geography lessons, while the GeoCapabilities link more so focuses on the why and how we teach geography and provides curriculum and lesson planning examples that you can use to teach geography in your classes.